He's beaten a lot of games. Can he beat this one? Will he? Does he have the power? Do you believe he can do it? Well, it's time. It's time for the Completionist to complete Smash!
Yes!
Super Smash Bros. 4 Wii U and 3DS. Oh, I finally get it!
Happy Black Friday, everyone, and welcome to a brand new episode of The Completionist. After years of waiting, the new Super Smash Bros. Is upon us, and today we're going to complete what will be many people's Game of the Year. Let's get started. Super Smash Bros. For Wii U and 3DS is the reason why many people are buying both consoles. A fighting game that extends to all of the Nintendo franchises. And this time around, we've got a few more non-Nintendo characters that really help take it to the next level.
But Beardman, when are you?
Whoa. Hold on a sec. That's my job.
Well, I'm sorry, Greg. I was just reading the script.
Holy crap. Are you the announcer from Super Smash Bros?
No! Yes.
But Batman, why are you doing this to yourself? Don't you get how dangerous this is? Don't you remember Hyrule Warriors? This is insane. You're insane. I'm insane. I'm ready to watch you go insane.
Perfect. One thing is certain, this is a Smash Bros. Game, which means now more than ever, there are tons of collectibles, challenges, and many a thing to unlock.
And you decided to do both the 3DS version and the Wii U version?
I figured, why not? It eliminates the possibility of having to revisit Super Smash Bros. 4. But I just want to add a little tiny disclaimer here, as I do for newer games. I may not mention one or two things in this review on the Wii U side of things due to the lack of information that's out on the game. The 3DS version, however, will be completely addressed as it's been out for a while. Let's settle this in Smash.
Story!
When it comes to Super Smash Bros., there's always a lot of ambiguous stuff going on. Nothing is ever really explained from the first one until Brawl, and yet here we are on the fourth and still no story explained. But here's what we can kind of put together. Our characters from the various Nintendo franchises seem to be in the form of toy-like figurines that are a part of some big collection, and yet these disembodied hands have the ability to awaken these figurines to fight, and the fight is real. You get to pick from your favorite lineup of characters from Nintendo, and in recent renditions like in Brawl and in this game, other developers' characters have shown up to fight, like Snake from Metal Gear Solid, Sonic the Hedgehog, Pac-Man, and Shulk from Xenoblade Chronicles. The boss fights at the end of every single game involve you fighting either Master Hand or Crazy Hand, and you generally have to defeat them after fighting different tiers of fighting scenarios.
Whoa, hey Gerard, let's not spoil anything for the kiddies.
This isn't a spoiler. There's no big reveal. From the beginning and even now, the Super Smash Bros. Franchise is not known for its storytelling. Although in Super Smash Bros. Brawl for the Wii, there was a large campaign mode called Subspace Emissary, which focused on tying all the characters' worlds together in a creative way. A lot of people criticized it, but I really enjoyed it. If you want to know more about Subspace, you can check out our current playthrough of it on Super Beard Bros. Right here. This is the fourth installment in the Super Smash Bros. Series. We started out with Super Smash Bros. 64. Then we went to Super Smash Bros. Melee for the GameCube, which no doubt is the most popular to this day and is often used for competitions. Finally, there's Super Smash Bros. Brawl, which despite its many advances in characters, graphics, story, and overall content, it was not as well received as Melee due to its speed, random tripping, and much more. Now that we've got the story, or lack thereof, out of the way, let's move on to Smash 4. Smash 4 is no different. It commits to the idea that all of our characters are these figurines and can be chosen to battle it out. While Brawl did focus on the story, Super Smash Bros. For Wii U and 3DS focuses heavily on what everyone wants at the end of the day, picking your favorite video game characters and battling it out for glory.
Presentation!
Smash Bros. Wii U and 3DS are all about detail. Granted, so was Brawl. The amount of detail that has gone into these games is unbelievable. Take the trophies, for example. There are 716 trophies. The time that went into crafting these trophies, including a very lengthy and always hilarious trophy description, has got to have taken hundreds and hundreds of hours alone. And all of these things stem from the mind of game creator Masahiro Sakurai, who's at the helm of this series.
Mainly just his hands.
Sakurai has been in charge of every Smash Bros. Since the very start. It's clear as day as to why he's still in charge. This man has put his life on the line to create this game every single time, and it only gets better, aside from a few hiccups in Brawl. And for the first time ever, we've got a portable Smash Bros. Experience that's almost exactly the same as the console. Although the differences between both versions is not just about the graphics. The 3DS version runs great, holding 60 frames per second with that clean Nintendo polished look. The assist trophies, an item that features different characters from different franchises helping out in the field, run at 30 frames per second. However, there are some killer load times on the 3DS. The Wii U version looks astonishing. 1080p 60 frames per second locked is mouth-dropping, especially on levels like Final Destination and Mario Galaxy. I am a bit disappointed though with some of the returning levels. Some of them look and translated so well into HD. Others lack a lot of detail and polish. Overall, the designs are incredible. Unfortunately, there are levels that are not in the 3DS version, but are in the Wii U version, and vice versa. I love that Pac-Man stage from 3DS. I would have loved to have played it on the Wii U. There's so much music in this game, holy crap! Yeah, you've got your original music for the game, but then you've got your tracks from other games that you wouldn't even think would show up in a Smash game. There's remixes of titles, medleys, and there's so much TLC put into the overall aesthetics of the game. From a graphical, audible, and visual front, Super Smash Bros. For Wii U and 3DS will forever be remembered as one of the best put together out of the entire series.
But Gerard, what do you really think?
Gameplay!
Smash Bros. Has a lot of weight in regards to its substance as a game. For starters, there's 49 characters total right now, with one more on the way as DLC. You start out with 40 and you'll have to unlock the secret 9. And honestly, those characters aren't really secrets, as Nintendo has officially revealed all of them in tons of press events and trailers.
Buttons!
So I'm going to explain the basics of how to play a round of Super Smash Bros., but why explain it myself when I can have some help from my old-timey buddy instructional Elmer.
How to play Super Smash Bros. From the beginning till now. Are you worried about being left behind in the times? Well, fear not. I'll get you into tip-top shape. Smash Bros. Is played with a few buttons. The A button is your simple attack. Pressing A repeatedly will perform combos. Pressing and holding the A button and a direction will perform a smash attack. Holding A direction and just tapping A will perform what's called a tilt attack. The B button is your special moves button. Pressing B in several directions illustrates different attacks and maneuvers that will change the tide of battle. The Z button is a grab button, and the triggers on the back are your dodge, block, and roll buttons. Every now and then the Smash Ball will appear. Destroying the Smash Ball allows you to destroy your enemies in style. The point of the game is to get your enemy over 100% damage and send them flying off the stage. I could have just explained that last thing, not everything else. Why did you have me? And that's how you play Super Smash Brothers.
At this point in time, I want to warn you guys I am going to be exposing everything in terms of gameplay. This spoiler warning is not to be taken lightly. I will explain a lot of the ins and outs of the game. I know a lot of this is common knowledge already, but I still want to give you your warning. Now that we know how to play Super Smash Bros., let's talk about all the different modes in both versions. Let's start with the 3DS version. Classic mode is kind of like arcade mode. Pick your favorite character and choose a path. Green is easy, blue is medium, red is hard. These fights may be a simple one-on-one, a team battle, or something more complex like a giant battle. Picking your path also determines who you'll be fighting and your rewards that you will earn. You'll know that you're at the end of classic mode because you'll fight the never-ending onslaught of the Fighting Me team.
Fighting Me team!
Followed by Fighting Master Hand and Crazy Hand, the two hands that are puppeteering everything. I don't know, again, the plot is weird. Depending on your difficulty, Master Hand and Crazy Hand fights go from easy to crazy to what the hell is going on? At the highest difficulty, the hands will turn into a giant, followed by this four-legged beast, and then this insane barrage of swords, which I hate so much, and then you round it off by fighting the shadow version of yourself. In the Wii U version, all of this is the exact same, except there's no paths. The board turns into a figurine chess-like board where you can control your character in the fights before you. Your opponents rest on an image of the level that you're going to fight in.
Why are there so many characters on the board?
New to the Wii U version, and really for the first time ever in Smash Bros. History, you can brawl with up to 8 people at once on the screen. And if you're used to your GameCube controllers, there's a GameCube controller adapter you can get, so playing it will feel just right. And sometimes, depending on the battlefield, you may have to fight your rival or an intruder. Fighting them and getting the final blow on them will get you a trophy, special move, or piece of equipment. When you reach the end of the shadow version of yourself in the Master Hand run, you'll spawn the Master Fortress, a level in which you must run inside and pierce the 4 energy balls. Starting out, this can be super overwhelming and very discouraging when you die, but defeating it does feel great. Next up is All-Star Mode.
Did you complete the
We're not there yet, and I know what you're trying to do. All-Star Mode involves you battling all of the characters with limited healing items. On the 3DS version, you play all the characters in order of game releases. On the Wii U version, it's the opposite. Both Classic Mode and All-Star Mode feature an end credit bonus game where you can destroy the credits and form a picture, with both modes having unique individual pictures and trophies. In the 3DS version, you get a normal character trophy in Classic and an alternate costume trophy in All-Star Mode. However, in the Wii U version, the alternate costume trophy has been replaced with Final Smash trophies. Exclusive to the 3DS version is Smash Run. Smash Run involves you competing against you and your friends, or against computers, in a large level involving mini-missions, with the main objective being to maximize your character's stats as quick as you can. When time runs out, you then battle the other characters in a random battle to determine who is the most successful. There's an exclusive mode in the Wii U version called Smash Tour, where you essentially play on a Mario Party type map with dice. Rolling a die, you must run around and collect power-ups, fighters, trophies, and more, with random events on the map taking place. At the end of all the turns, all the fighters you've collected, in conjunction with all the stats you've powered up with, get put to the test. You battle to see who is the winner.
Nobody ever could have guessed that one.
We've got a few more exclusive modes in the Wii U version to talk about. First up, we've got the events. The events have been around since Melee, and these ones are harder than the others. The events this time around feature secondary goals that you can obtain rewards for, like winning a fight without taking damage, or playing the challenge on hard mode, and if you've got all the characters unlocked, you'll keep opening and expanding the events until you've filled the entire map. What's really cool about all these modes discussed thus far for Wii U is that you can do them on co-op. Co-op event mode has its own set of challenges that are completely different from the solo event. In both the 3DS and Wii U versions, we have stadium matches, which have 3 different modes. The home run bat mode, which features you beating up a sandbag and launching it with the baseball bat for a high score. The target blast, which involves you beating up a bomb, then sending the bomb to blow up targets. And the multi-man melee modes, where there's an array of different modes involving fighting Mii teams and their insanity. 100-man smash, 3-minute smash, rival smash, cruel smash. Holy god, cruel smash is so freaking difficult. The stage builder from Super Smash Bros. Brawl is back, and it's got a lot more depth to it, especially since the Wii U gamepad can be used to create it. Not available right now, soon we'll be able to share stages with the world. Get ready to see my glorious stages.
Hey Gerard, not bad. Here's my stage. It's perfect. This is my Pygmalion. That's another smart joke that you didn't get.
The last exclusive modes in the Wii U version we can talk about are the Master Orders and the Crazy Orders. The Master Orders are little missions you can compete in at any time and earn rewards like gold, custom moves, and Mii outfits. But the Crazy Orders are a chain of these missions that you can participate in if you have a ticket or you pay 5,000 gold. You'll have 10 minutes to win as many of these missions as you can, and when you're ready to keep your earnings, you can battle Crazy Hand. If you fail, you'll lose a majority of your rewards, so be careful. One of the coolest functions in the game are the custom moves. Everyone can earn up to 12 custom moves across all 49 characters, totaling up to 394 moves. Unlocking them is crazy, but it will definitely help you learn certain characters better. Unfortunately, I get the feeling that people are not going to be using custom characters, as you can also get a ton of equipment with so many various bonus effects. While it's really awesome, like I said, people will most likely not be using these equipments and custom moves, which really ruins the whole point of Mii fighters altogether. Still here with me, guys? There's a lot to cover. Let's talk amiibos.
What'd you call me?
Amiibos. Amiibos are basically these little action figures that you can train up like Pokemon, except you don't actually control them. You train it by battling it. With each battle, it grows, it learns, and it becomes more aware. I taught my amiibo how to taunt after every kill it got. I also taught it to Meteor Smash, or down smash someone who's trying to get back up. The nice thing about these figurines is that other Nintendo titles can use these, such as Hyrule Warriors and Mario Kart.
Along with an early copy of Smash, Nintendo sent us 3 amiibos as well. That's right, we've got Martin Short, Steve Martin, and Chevy Chase for free. Now we've got a plethora of them.
Just so you know, I've got all the Series 1 amiibos and leveled them to 50. No big deal here, but I did it. The online component is relatively awesome. You can create tournaments or just play with friends, and the connectivity is pretty good. I know it's still new, but I get a great feeling about the online potential. The biggest letdown of Super Smash Bros. Brawl was that the online connectivity was horrible and inexcusable. Now, Nintendo with the Wii U can patch and fix things accordingly, and that's very exciting. And yet, between both the 3DS version and the Wii U version, there's a big challenge I need to overcome. Who's ready to play the numbers game?
I'm not. I don't want to be sad for you.
The completion bonus!
So I'm just going to make a large checklist of things to do in this game that tackles all the categories we can across both the 3DS and the Wii U. There's 46 stages to unlock and 49 characters total, but there's one massive feat you'll want to try and tackle if you're insane like me. Let's talk about the scariest thing that's here, the challenge board. The challenge board exists in both versions of the game, and holy f***ing shit, these are very hard. Sure, the first dozen or so challenges are easy, time-consuming, and really just a matter of doing it. Create a custom character, a custom stage, be classic mode, unlock a character, whatever. However, it gets incredibly difficult as the last 20 challenges involve you doing some of the most asinine things. In the mix of all of this, the collectibles are a part of the challenge board. So if you want to complete the game, you need to collect all the outfits, headpieces, CDs, trophies, and movesets for all the characters. And while you get hammers that can crush these things, you can only get 5, and some of the hardest challenges you cannot use a hammer on. In the 3DS version, you get more hammers, which makes it a lot easier, but in the Wii U version, you only get 5. The hardest challenge that awaits anyone in the Wii U version has to be beating Insanity Mode on 9.0 without losing a single stock. And let me tell you, the difficulty spike from the Wii U version to the 3DS version is huge. Let's take a look at exactly what I did here. In the 3DS version, we've got 394 moves, 685 trophies, 115 songs, and 105 challenge panels to collect and complete. In the Wii U version, it's 394 moves, 716 trophies, 92 trophy boxes to complete, 437 songs, and 140 challenges total. And when you finally beat the 140th challenge, you'll be given 2 million gold.
Well, at least you get something.
That is true. On the 3DS version, you really just get bragging rights, but at least on the Wii U, you've got a large amount of gold you can now use for whatever you want. It sucks because there's not really anything to spend cash on that's worth it, but hey, I completed it.
The struggle!
This game has so much content in it that everyone out there who pays $60 for this game will be blown away. The amount of love, depth, attention to detail, and overall respect this game has for the gaming community is unbelievable. With that said, this game's content is designed to last years.
And I imagine you literally condensed that experience in just a few weeks, didn't you?
Yep. Take a look at the amount of hours I put between both the 3DS and Wii U version. Do not do what I do. Again, do not do what I do.
Holy spoop! Granted, you didn't put as many hours in this as some games you've done, but you played virtually the same game twice, each with their own hellacious challenges.
Yup.
You're insane.
Yup.
Thank you. I'm glad I could be here for you.
Thanks. Just because I love this game a lot doesn't mean it was absolutely clear of any flaws. For starters, before the patch, the game had a lot of loading errors, and my game crashed many times. At first, I was really angry that this kept happening, but the patch fixed all the problems I encountered. With that said, the game at times does suffer from a lot of long load times, and some modes like event mode do not feature things like a retry button, which is a very big pet peeve of mine. Who am I kidding? At the end of the day, it's Smash Bros. And I'm happy to say that this version is my absolute favorite version we've seen to date. Super Smash Bros. For Wii U and 3DS will be the game that people will be playing for years to come. Will it replace Melee or Melee as the Smash Bros. Game? I'm not sure. But what I can tell you is that this is one of the best Smash games ever created. The Wii U version, in my mind, is kind of the one to pick over the 3DS, however, both are still awesome. Now, Completionists will not like completing this game, as it's designed to be completed over the course of several months to years, and the challenges get incredibly taxing for both versions of the game, both Wii U and 3DS. But I'm sure a lot of you are going to do it anyways because, like me, you probably all love Smash. Casuals beware, there are 140 challenges, and a lot of you guys aren't going to enjoy doing them. So, with that in mind, guys, this game gets my completionist rating of Finish It.
Finish it!
Oh man, he's got such a cool voice. And after you finish it, be sure to subscribe. If you missed last week's episode on the Smash Top 10, well, the part 2 of it, go check it out here. Also, if you missed our episode on Link's Awakening, then click it right here. Back to you, Gerard.
That's all the time we have for today, guys, so please, as always, leave a comment somewhere on the internet. A very, very, very huge thank you to Xander Mobus, aka the Super Smash Bros. Announcer, for lending his awesome voice for this episode. It was truly an honor to work with him. I cannot thank him enough, and just go on Twitter and send him a great thank you, not just for this episode, but for his great work in Smash. He really, when I was playing it, hearing his voice so many times really got me amped up to play Smash Brothers, and when he said yes to doing this, I freaked out. So, again, send him a big thank you from us here at the show, and let him know that you know, send him his love. Send him our love as a community, right? Now, if you excuse me, let's watch the Amiibos duel out. My money's on Mario because I trained him myself. I mean, I trained all these guys, but I trained Mario the most. Hand, one-on-one, hand time action. Enjoy.